As more Modern Horizons 3 boxes are opened, the product singles are being devalued. Where does this leave players, and what are the chances of a bounce back for this product? Modern Horizons 3 is already winding down. And what I mean by that is the money's about to move on. Welcome back everyone, MTG Moxman here, and thank you again for hanging out with me on my channel today. A reminder, if you enjoyed today's content, to like and subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell, because new content comes at you every single day. So Modern Horizons 3, the release weekend has gone off. People have gotten their products, they got their Commander Decks bundle packs, play booster boxes, and the prices are starting to fall. Things are not all good in the land of Oz. And that doesn't mean that a lot of money wasn't made and a lot of great product wasn't open and people are having a blast with the cards. I saw that everywhere, and I see new constructed decks being made every single day. This is exciting. This is fun. This is a great product. But that doesn't mean it ever should have been as expensive as it is. And that doesn't mean it's going to continue to be as expensive as was first proposed and shown to the players. Now, if I show you guys this right now, which is an image from Amazon.com. It shows it shipping to Canada, but the price point says $329.99 minus 12%. And it shows the price before at $374, but we all know it's been a lot higher than that. This thing was coming in at over $500 before. Now it says Magic the Gathering Modern Horizons 3 Collector Booster Pack, 12 packs, 180 cards. This is very interesting to me, to see how they like to play with the price. How they like to show us different price points to see where the bait and switch, where the hook gets driven into us. At what point do we, the players, decide to buy the product? Because with all the product that got opened, the FOMO train, the hype train was in full, they were going side by side down the track, and they were in full effect. We saw massive single sales in the last couple of weeks. We saw massive box sales from everything from collector booster packs to the play boosters, the bundle packs, even the commander decks and the special collector commander decks were all selling like hotcakes. Things were going nuts. But the funny thing about the world of Magic is this is almost like it's a cannibal onto itself. It's going to start eating itself. This product should be the hottest thing for the next 6 months, but it's not going to be. It is going to move on, and they know it. They are well aware because they're showing us these price points because, things are going to slow down. We got Bloomburrow coming up. What are we going to do, guys? What are we going to do, Ivory Tower? This is what we'll do, says the marketing team. We'll just tell Amazon to mark it down a bit. Let's just start lowering everyone's expectations on the price. It may ramp us up a little bit, give us a few extra sales. Again, forget the fact that it's a great set. There are great cards in this set. Love it, and I love to see how players are experiencing the product. It's amazing. But that doesn't mean the money's going to keep flowing, because they aren't slowing down. And when they don't slow down, they are cannibalizing their own profit margins by allowing products to be too close together. Now, take a look at this next image I want to share with you guys. This is, of course, TCG Player. And I had to cut the image off to show you here, but you can see where the price has been the last 3 months, where it starts at around 500, crashes like a hurricane, and then starts slowly kind of going up a little bit, and then it's going down again. Everyone's opened it who wants it. The average unopened price here is $391.86, and at the time of me taking this picture, it sold somewhere around 30 boxes. And that was collector boxes, okay? It's the collector box. Now, a lot of stores, excuse me, a lot of stores, smaller LGSs, they sold their product. They're good. When I asked those LGSs how many are restocking, I'll be honest, I'm not going to lie to you, there was a few. They're like, look, I underordered. We sold out right away. I don't really have any singles left in my display category. I need to get a few more boxes in. So they've gone out there. They're getting ready to order a few. But they know well enough what happens if you over-order this stuff. And they're not going to do that again. They are going to move on to Bloomburrow. They're going to move on to Assassin's Creed. They are ready for the next round. And they want to cash in on the next product. They want you, the player, not just the LGS, but also distribution, Wizards of the Coast, Hasbro. They want you to keep buying and moving on. Buy and move on. Buy and move on. And there's nothing wrong with that. Happens all the time. Apple iPhone 10, Apple iPhone 11, Apple iPhone 12. We're well aware of this as consumers. And the good news is, with something like Magic, the cards don't exactly become obsolete like cell phones and other things around them. These can continue to be viable playing pieces for 20, 30 years. But waiting a moment, taking the breath, and saying, if I had waited and not bought 2 weeks ago, I could have saved like $75? 2 weeks, $75 on a collector booster box. The singles like Ulamog, the Defiler. When you see these cards at $70, $80, and now they're dropping into the 50s. When we saw Emrakul World Anew dropping down into the 40s. When you see these cards slipping, recognizing now that the tight time frame which these cards are used to slipping, which would take a lot longer, is happening very quickly. The bounce back. The chance for a bounce back should not be understated. This is not going to have the same print run as Modern Horizons 2 or even Modern Horizons 1. Wizards is aware of the market they're in. Their actuarials have told them where they're at. The people who do the math and say, ooh, here's how much is in the warehouse, here much is, and they've got every spreadsheet you could possibly imagine ready to go to tell Wizards this is what you need to do. This is what the math is telling us. This means going forward, there will be tighter print runs. The market will move on. And it will be at a point where these cards are not going to be readily available in the sense like, oh, it's going to be super cheap forever. I can get these cards at 50% off. No. Chances are there'll be a rebound at some point. All the desirable cards will bounce back. Those cards will come to a new price point, a new section of their lives and say, you know what? I think we have room for this card to go up. Nobody's opening boxes now. A lot of players are building these commander decks to play with them. It's the most popular format. And you're going to see the card go up by like $1, 50 cents, 70 cents a week, until before you know it, in a month, it's climbed like $18, $19. Again, not every card is going to do this, but enough of them should bounce back that somebody will still make secondary, cursory money off of it. I made money because nothing moved and nobody bought it, and I decided that I needed 4 copies, but really it turned out I needed 1, and now I can cash in 3. This is where you're going to find the market space for a product like this going forward, where you're going to see the drop come, the waiting period, and then the slow curve up, because nobody's going to buy that product again. It's going to sit on a store shelf if the stores keep any in stock. If not, it's going to end up somewhere in a warehouse, and they still won't dump this product, but it may show up as like secret box things, you know, like the Vegas Con stuff they put out. They may start dumping boxes into that at a discount to get it off their, you know, get it unloaded from the warehouses that they still have it at. Don't be surprised. We know how their brain works. We've just got to remind ourselves that this is how the game is played, and we, as players, can come out ahead and save a few bucks. It's interesting, it's fascinating, but at the same time, you know there's going to be enough of us falling for it that Wizards of the Coast will continue to push this point. They'll keep trying to mess with the prices, they'll keep trying to mess with the numbers and the allocation periods to see where things fall. And they'll keep the ball moving so we're never too comfortable. There's a lot of good cards in this set. There's a lot of excitement around a lot of these cards. They are going to find homes in Commander. They are going to be purchased because not everyone buys at the beginning. People buy over a long period of time. It could be 90 days, 120 days out before somebody finally says, you know, I got my handed to me by that Kenrith deck with all kinds of like Eldrazi and that Ulamog Defiler, insane. I'm going to pick one up. And then they go and buy one, but they see the price, instead of being at that $50-something level, it could be back up into the 60s and 70s. Maybe the $10 doesn't bother them, but somebody may come out ahead on that and have bought a lot of them when it was at the lowest point, or at least a perceived lower point. We never really know where these markets are going to go. The players decide based on how many they buy and supply and demand for the card and its playability factor. There's a lot of small things that go into that. And it is awesome to see how it'll all play out in the long run for players, because the players who wait may come out ahead. If they don't wait too long or too soon, they can try to time the market, which is never a really good idea. But you've got to go in for a card you think is at a good price. When you see the card sales slowing down, when you see prices dropping, usually I find things that really perk up would be right after a new release drops. Right when Bloomburrow hits, I like to look back and see where some of these cards have been and where they're at. Urza's Cave and stuff. Some people bought it like $7, $8, $9. And now, where is it at? $3 and something? Still a great card. Still going to be desired by a lot of players. And some people are going to stockpile a lot of those cards and sell them back into the market if the card starts to trend up. They're taking a speculative stance when they do it, but they understand the profit loss and they understand where they're going with it. It's interesting, guys. It's great. Anyway, thanks a lot for hanging out. Thanks for being here on the channel. Keep an eye on that market. Keep an eye on Modern Horizons 3 because it's not going to go the way people think. At least in my opinion, I think we're going to see some quirky stuff going on. Some great cards, some great prices, and Wizards discounting a little bit further before we get to the next one. Okay, Bloomberg's around the corner. Assassin's Creed's right there. Couple of weeks away. Spoiler season starting any day. Insane. Let me know what you guys think. Did you wait? Are there cards you're hunting down? Did you overpay for a couple like I did? Urza's Cave and stuff I did buy at the top of the market, but I also picked up some on the lower end of the market. You got to take advantage when the deals are good. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Thanks for being here on the channel. Let me know what's happening in your LGS. Let me know what's going on in the world of Magic around you. We're all in a lot of different places around the world, and the markets are radically different in each reporting instance. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you tomorrow with another video. A big shout out and thank you to the fantastic patrons we have here on the channel. Because of the patrons, because of the viewers of this channel supporting, we get to do daily uploaded content. We get to comment on the Magic world around us in a daily fashion, and that's just an amazing experience. So thanks again to my supporters, YouTube membership members, and the patrons and regular viewers out there. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Shop smart, shop S-Mart. Okay, you're here at the Ramble Jamble. I'm filming this Sunday right before the live stream. I gotta show the shirt. Father's Day gift. Consumers Distributing, a Canada place that used to have the warehouses where you fill out a piece of paper and they give you the paper and you would take that paper, you'd walk to the back of the warehouse, like that's where the cashier would go. They disappear for 20 minutes, going through boxes and aisles, finding your G.I. Joe toy, Crimson Guard. I waited 3 months for that to finally get back in stock. Then the lady comes up wearing a shirt like this and goes, here you go, and it had a weird barcode on the side with all the Consumers Distributing writing, and then they would give it to you for like $4.30, $3.90. But you never even saw what the things look like. You had to look in a magazine and get the little code from the magazine and write it out at the store. And they would go in the back and get stuff for you. It was crazy. And it was successful for a long time. Consumers, it was awesome. Guys, Father's Day gift, like just on the money. Ramble Jamble, thanks for being here. I hope you all had a great Father's Day yesterday. Enjoy yourselves. We all deserve it, man. We all deserve it. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day.